Upon the 8th night, I was more than usually cautious in opening the door. Never before had I felt the extent of my own power. To think, there I was, opening the door little by little, and he not even to dream of my secret deeds or thoughts. I fairly chuckled at the idea. And perhaps he heard me, for he sprang up in the bed, crying out, "Who's there?" I kept quite still and said nothing. For a whole hour I did not move a muscle, and still he sat up in his bed, listening, just as I had done night after night, hearkening to the death watches in the wall. Presently there came to my ear a slight groan, and I knew it was the groan of mortal terror. It was not a groan of grief or pain. Oh no. It was the low, stifled sound that arises from the bottom of the soul when overcharged with awe. I say I knew that sound well. Many a night, just at midnight, while all the world slept, it has risen up from my own bosom, deepening with its dreadful echo the terrors that distracted me. I say I knew it well. I knew what the old man felt, and pitied him, although I chuckled at heart. I knew he had been lying awake ever since the first slight noise. His fears had been ever since growing upon him. He had been trying to fancy them causeless, but could not. He had been saying to himself, "It is only a mouse crossing the floor. It is merely a cricket which has made a single chirp." Yes, he had been trying to comfort himself with these suppositions, but had found all in vain, for death, in approaching him, had stalked with its black shadow before him and enveloped the victim. And it was the mournful influence of the unperceived shadow that caused the old man to feel, yes, to feel the presence of my head within the room. When I had waited a long time, very patiently, I resolved to open a very little crevice in the lantern. I did so until a single thin ray shot from out the crevice and fell full upon the vulture eye. It was open. Wide open. I saw it with perfect distinctness, all a pale blue with a hideous veil over it. It chilled the very marrow of my bones. Now, I say there came to my ears a low, dull, quick sound, such as a watch makes when enveloped in cotton. I knew that sound well, too. It was the beating of the old man's heart. It grew quicker and quicker, louder and louder. The old man's terror must have been extreme. It grew louder, I say louder, every moment. Do you mark me well? I told you I am nervous, so I am. Yet for some minutes longer I refrained and kept still. But the sound grew louder. 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 Every moment I thought the heart must burst. The old man's hour had come. With a yell, I threw open the lantern, burst into the room. The old man shrieked once only. In an instant, I dragged him to the floor. For many minutes, the heart beat on with a muffled sound. At length, it ceased. The old man was dead. Stone dead. His eye would trouble me no more.